Hey my thrifty friends, what is up? Tabs here from the Urban Goddess shop, and today we are going over sales. These are sales from the last week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, and I have 28 sales over $30. I know, and I'm always complaining about slow sales, but it's like 3 days no sales, 1 day crazy sales, 3 day no sales. Like it's just been a roller coaster ride. I'm kind of going through the same stuff. I apologize for my voice. I am still getting over this cold and I'm hoping that it's just going to start improving soon. But in the meantime, this is what I sound like. Yeah, I'm sorry. And Shayna, just for you, I did my hair and I did my makeup. Can only do one or the other. I don't know. I just have really curly hair and it's like almost frizzy curly, but yeah. Anyways, okay, let's jump into these sales. I'm really excited to finally see some of this inventory moving. And I'm going to talk at the end on the strategy that I did this week to really kickstart my sales. First item is a Lululemon black tank top. This sold for $32. It was an older style and I'm actually really surprised. Thought I was going to have to mark it down, but I grabbed that on I think a 50 or 90% off sale at one of the buy sell trade stores. So that was a good deal. Next item. So this one sold, but I had to cancel the sale because I actually sold it on Facebook Marketplace like 2 months ago. So I felt awful, but I want to share it because I want to show you like the style of the sweater and what it sold for. So it's a rugged terrain Aztec fleece sweater. And this sold for $52. These sweaters, if you can pick them up and they have like that Aztec, West Coast, mountain kind of style, I would be grabbing them. People are looking for them. They're very trendy right now. I think especially going into the fall season where people are going to be enjoying hiking. It's not as hot. This is the perfect piece. It sold so quick. I had it listed on there for like 2 or 3 days and it sold. And I think that's how I forgot to take it off of Poshmark. Okay, well, I'm happy I don't get penalized like I do on eBay when I have to cancel sales. All right, next up. Oh, and for that one, I did offer her, I did apologize. I said the item wasn't available. And I did offer her if she wanted to grab something else in my closet for a higher value that I would substitute it. She passed. She said she just wanted that sweater, but she said it was fine. That worked out. Thank goodness. Next item to sell was an Aritzia Wilfred Broina blouse in an animal print, and it sold for $35 to Thunder Posher. I love seeing familiar faces and familiar usernames pop up into my sales. Thank you so much. She did receive the item and left me a love note and said it looks beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Next was a bundle, and this was a really cool bundle because both of these pieces I was like kind of taking a chance on. First is a pair of Ariat. I don't know how you say it. I think it's Ariat Ultra Stretch Flare Leg Dark Wash jeans. These were in a size 25. And the second item is a pair of Lululemon Studio pants. They were like a really dark purple, almost like a violet, lined pants in a size 4. This bundle sold for $110, which was awesome. And I feel like someone commented on those jeans and was like, list them high. These are good value jeans. The studio pants I don't typically pick up, but I knew they were trending for the last few months and took a chance on them. I feel like I'm not actually picking them up anymore because I think I still have 1 or 2 pairs sitting in my closet that I'm not getting much movement on. Next up is a taupe oversized chunky cable knit sweater. This sold for $36. This didn't have a brand. I picked it up strictly on style and I think I grabbed it for a really good price. I would have grabbed it in winter. I'm starting to see like these winter items selling, and I was just talking about this, how I am ready to start sourcing for winter and fall items. People are going to start looking soon. I had a friend message me and said she just sold a parka last week or this week or whatever. And yeah, I think people are starting to look. When Costco puts out their winter stuff, it is time for us to start listing our winter stuff as well. Next up is a pair of Solomon Sense Flow shoes. These were in a turquoise in a size 6. They sold for $40. I thought that these shoes were going to sell for more money. I really thought they had more value. I think what I didn't pay attention to was the size of them. Them being a size 6, they're just a little bit of a harder sale. If these would have been an 8, 9, or even a 10, I probably would have got what I was asking for them. I didn't try and barter with her. She sent me the offer, and this was on a day where sales were just really slow, so I accepted the offer. Next up is a pair of Juicy Couture black velour pants in a size small. These are $60. This is like my throwback pants. I used to own a pair of these back in like 2004-ish, I think. I thought I was taking a chance on them as well because I heard they were trending again. Sold comps were all over the place. What these had going for them was they were simple, they were black, they were a really nice fit. The J was just in the front, which is cool. I kind of wish they would have had the juicy in the back, but it is what it is. I still got $60 for them, which I think was a really good turnaround. I paid like $6 or $7 for the pants at Value Village. Next up is a Lululemon Swiftly Tech gray tank top. This was in a size 8 and it sold for $30. I try not to grab the Lululemon tank tops just because I feel like they sell for a lower value. Obviously, if I'm grabbing these, for less than $5, I'm going to grab them. I don't think I would pay $15 or $20, which is what I see often at Value Village. Next up is a pair of Born Karin leather strappy heeled sandals. These were in a size 8 and they sold for $27 to one of my posh friends as well, PFF's Commune Vintage. Oh my gosh, we always message online. Another face and username that I look forward to seeing. I just want to say thank you. I had sent her a pretty aggressive offer and she was just like, I can't pass. Okay, I'm going to take them. No regrets, girl. You're going to love these. They're very, very cute. All right, next up was a pair of Levi's wedgie icon fit jeans. These had a raw hem and they were in a size 26. They sold for $48. This is part of my strategy, which we'll talk about at the end, but I did get rid of a couple pairs of Levi's. Not what I was hoping. Like I definitely am hoping for that $50 to $60 range. Yeah, I don't know. In slow sales weeks, I'll kind of take whatever I can get as long as I'm still making money off them, which I am at that price. Next up is a Lululemon Run Swiftly Tech short sleeve shirt. This was in a size 12 and it sold for $30. This was actually one of the items that I was having issues with the shipping labels that I was talking about in my last video. Actually, I think we canceled the sale and I relisted and sent her the exact same offer, which she accepted. I'm still a little bitter about all of that, but whatever. I'm confident that Posh is going to sort it out and it's going to be smoother rolling. Obviously, there's hiccups in the first week or two. I just don't understand why these things can't be thought of before something rolls out. Like, I don't know, they're sending out a ton of labels right now to people. Canada Post labels replacing P.O. Box ones. I'm assuming they're covering the shipping difference. I can't imagine they're charging us. I don't know. I guess I don't really have the details, but I feel confident that they're trying to rectify whatever's going on right now with that whole shipping crap. All right. Next is a pair of Levi's 501 skinny jeans. These were in a women's size 27. They sold for $45. I haven't had these listed very long, so pretty quick flip on that. The next dress I have had for a long time. I got this from, I believe, the Quick Lots designer box. I had 5 items. 2 of the items were damaged. This one actually had a little bit of makeup on the front collar, but it was a C by Chloe white embroidered dress and it sold for $81. The tag on the dress, I think was like $4.80 or something like that. I was hoping to get more money for the dress. I think what was wrong was that flaw. Like that flaw really had an effect on what I could get for it. Whatever, I was able to get the money back. I did make money on the other items that came in that designer box, but for this item, I wouldn't have made very much. It costed me about $50 an item coming from Quick Lots. So yeah, not a huge profit margin on this. I haven't been buying any more liquidation or what the heck do you call, like wholesale pallets or boxes or anything. It's a really high cost coming into Canada. Next up is a pair of Lululemon full length leggings. These were in a size 4. These came from Lena, and I actually think that I bought these at a Plato's Closet like 4 or 5 years ago, so they already would have been used then. She wore them for 2 or 3 years, and just pulled them out and gave them to me a while ago. But yeah, they sold for 33 bucks. So not bad. I have a feeling I probably paid about 25 for them. She got like years of use out of them. I love this. I love this whole circular fashion. I love being able to buy secondhand clothing for my girls and then also be able to turn around and sell them after. Like it just works so well. And I think that's why I don't mind spoiling my girls with secondhand clothing, because I know I'm going to be able to sell it at the end, and they're wanting brands that I'm selling in my shop anyway, so it all works out in the laundry for me. Next up was a pair of Aritzia TNA Bel Air straight leg pants. These were in a size small. They sold for $39. I actually grabbed these for Emeka a couple weeks ago, and I thought that she was going to love them, but the inseam was super, super long, and she's not that tall. I think she's like 5'4", maybe 5'5", and she just said she didn't really want them. I listed those and they sold within a week. A pretty quick flip. I'm finding Aritzia items right now are selling well as long as they're a relatively recent style. And then I'm also finding Lululemon items still are selling for me. And you're going to see quite a few pop up through these sales. Next is a Lululemon Every Journey hoodie jacket. This was in a size 6. It sold for $68. I've had this listed for maybe 2 weeks. Another really quick flip. If I can sell the item within a week or two and make, $20 to $25 off of it, I'm happy with that. That's a pretty good return, low risk investment, and I'm walking away from that. Okay, next is a pair of Lululemon Wonder Under high-rise leggings in a size 4. These were an older style and they sold for $40. Great sale. Anytime I can grab older Lululemon and I'm paying less than $10 for it, I'm going to grab it, because as long as it's like a medium to high rise and generally like a skinny leg, they're going to sell. And they have to be in good condition. Next was a men's cool wool pullover sweater in a size large. We actually grabbed this in Medicine Hat on our way out on a ski trip. Jeff found it and he like put it back, and then I found it on the end of a rack and I was like, look what I found. He's like, oh yeah, I found that too, but I left it. I'm like, you do not have the authority to make these decisions. You do not get to decide what I grab. I was like, your job is to find brands and good items and bring them to me. And we both had a really good laugh. Actually, I didn't tell him about this sale. I'm going to have to tell him, because we paid about $10 for the item and it sold for $72. That's a pretty good profit margin for an item like that. Next up was a North Face jacket, medium. This was black and it sold for $37. I have had this jacket. It was my own for at least 10 years. It has been worn lots. It was one of my favorite jackets for many years, but I find I'm just not wearing it as much anymore. Pretty good considering the amount of wear I've received out of that jacket. Next is a Club Monaco dress, pink short sleeve, and this is a mini. It was in a size small and it sold for $30. I bought this dress at least a year ago. I have relisted it. I have priced it all over the place and it just took forever to sell. I'm happy it finally sold. If it wouldn't have sold soon, I think I was going to take it in on my next consignment or buy, sell, trade drop off. I was willing to just kind of get some money back on it because I've had it a long time. Next up is a pair of Frank and Oak, the Stevie high-rise crop jeans. These were in a size 29. I did get these from Lena and they sold for $50. So she'll get some money back into her pocket for those ones. I also had a pair of chunky platform brown slip-on sandals in a size 9. These sold for $37. I've had these for about 6 months. I picked them up just straight on style, kind of like that Y2K. And I thought that they were going to sell really quickly. So I sat on them a lot longer than I thought, but I feel like I got a pretty good price for them. I'm happy with what they sold for. Always looking for like brown leather sandals, and especially ones that have like a little bit of a platform sole. Those are golden. Like those are classic styles. All right, next was a Lululemon Rain for Days jacket. This was in a size 8. It sold for $80. I recently listed this probably about 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, here's Callie, you guys. She like sniffed and left. I I had a box kind of blocking the door because otherwise I find she comes and like scratches on it. If I stick the box there, she can't get close enough to the door to scratch on it. And it worked. It actually deterred her from interrupting me. Oh my gosh, that's so mean. I'm like trying to out trick my old 90-year-old dog. Don't judge me, please. Don't judge me. Okay, so this Lululemon jacket, I had it listed quite a bit higher. I was hoping to get more money for it. When I brought it home, I didn't realize that it was an older style or quite as old as it was. I didn't really, like I checked comps, but I didn't really dive into the year of it. I don't think I would have grabbed this next time. So I still am walking away with about $25 off of this jacket after Posh's fees and my cost of goods. I don't know. I think this was a risky jacket to buy once I realized what year it was from. And I can't recall, but I just remember thinking when I was listening, I was like, oh, I hope this sells. I hope I make money off of this. Okay, moving along. Next is a vintage tan suede leather jacket in a size large. This sold for $45. I love this. I actually grabbed a matching set. I thought they were going to sell so quick and they didn't. I've been sitting on them for like 6 months. What the heck? Did not see that coming. Yeah, sometimes I lose. I didn't lose on this one. I think I picked it up for $10. It sold for $45. So I'm still making money on it. But I sat on that investment for quite a while, and that is not my goal. My goal is when I'm buying things that they're selling in less than 3 months, and my ideal goal is that it's selling within a month. And typically, like my sell-through rate is really good, but I do have some items that I grab in the moment that I'm like, this is cool, and I get home and list it, and it sits, and I'm like, I think that was a risk. I'm not sure if I should have grabbed that. Moving along. Next up is a Herschel mint green backpack. This came from Lena, I think. She did use it for a year. It sold for $30. I just threw it in the wash. It did have some like markings on it. I do not recommend you buy mint green, white, or any light color for your kids going to high school because their backpacks literally go everywhere. They sit on the floor. Yeah. Anyways, I washed it. I disclosed all the discrepancies into the listing. I'm just happy I was able to get some money from it because these Herschel backpacks, they're expensive. Like they're so expensive. School shopping is so expensive. And then add on anything that they need new, like a backpack or runners, things like that. And yeah, I couldn't imagine having more than 2 kids going to school. Like I can't fathom that. I don't know how you guys do it for those of you that have more than 2 kids. All right. Next 2 sales are off of Facebook, and then I also have an Instagram sale. So the next sale was an Aritzia Esteli black mini skirt. This was in a size 4. It sold for $50. I did not have it listed very long, so that was a nice quick sale. I also sold a pair of Mother the Stunner ankle fray crate digger jeans in a women's size 26 for $80. I'm just waiting for her to come pick them up. She actually e-transferred me on Sunday night and asked if I would hold them for the week. I said absolutely. Truthfully, if someone sends me an e-transfer and pays for it, I'll hold it for like a couple weeks if they need be. It doesn't really matter to me. I held a jacket for someone for like 5 weeks this winter. It just wasn't lining up for her to come to town and grab it. And I was like, don't worry, no worries. You already paid for it. I think she paid like $150. It was a Babaton jacket. And I was like, I have it here. You let me know. Give me, a day or 2 notice when you're showing up. So yeah, I still have the jeans. She hasn't picked them up, but I have been paid for those. I scored 2 of those Mother jeans. I think it was only like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Really good flips. And then the last sale that I sold were these Blundstone original classic leather Chelsea boots. This reseller, I'm going to pop up her name because it's like on the tip of my tongue and I'm recording this video on my phone so I can't look up her username. She had messaged me through Instagram, was like, hey, I know you have these in your Posh closet, but is there any way I could come in and try them on? And I was like, absolutely. Like she literally lives 2 blocks away from me. It was just kind of a mess around because I was working a bunch of days. So I just ran over to her house with the boots. She was able to try them on and grab them and she paid $160 for them. Those are my sales. That's my 28 sales over $30. I want to like just put it out there. 3 weeks ago, I had a really high sales week. I had $1,900 in gross sales, which was probably one of my higher weeks ever. Then I went drastically to like under $500 sales weeks for 2 weeks straight. And I was like, hey, I am on a sourcing freeze because if I don't have money coming into my business like at all, I don't feel I should be spending out of it. And I have a lot of great items still in my closet. So it's not like I felt like just I didn't have good items. I think people just weren't really spending money. I don't know what was going on. And then all of a sudden this week, things just like picked up again and my sales are like $900 gross and it is Thursday. It is Thursday in the afternoon as of recording, which to me is a really good week. Like I should be able to hit over my highest benchmark is what I'm hoping for. So that being said, I did go do some sourcing today and I am going to have a haul video coming out soon. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, what did I do to kickstart these sales? On Monday, after a 2-week dry spell, I was like, this is crazy. I have a ton of good stuff. What the heck is going on? So I went into Closet Tools, which is the automation system that I use, and I sent offers out to everyone for 40% off with the $9.99 shipping rate. I knew at 40% off, I was not losing money on anything because my ultimate goal when I'm sourcing is that I'm usually doubling what I invest into it. So 40% off, I'm still good with Posh fees. I'm still making money. And I sent out this offer and the sales like rolled in on Monday. It was crazy. I can't even believe it. Like I think I had 11 sales on Monday. I did go in and set my automation to send offers for 25% off. So now when someone likes an item, I just send them a 25% off offer. I feel like because people aren't spending as much money, we have to give bigger discounts. Now, if you want, you can price your items a little bit higher. You can be smart when you source. So making sure you're doing very low risk sourcing. When you're pricing and when you're sourcing, think in your head, can I list it at this? Can I give this amount of discount? Like these are things that I think about when I'm outsourcing. And I think if you're doing that, you should be able to kind of coast through the next probably month or two. I am expecting that we're kind of in a summer slowdown. This is the first summer where everything is open. People are shopping. They want to go in store. Inflation is at an all-time high. Like keep this in mind. Gas is double what it was a year ago. Interest rates on people's mortgages are going up. Like our payments have gone up, right? And I feel like all of these little things are going to start to have an effect on people's spending. On top of that, it's summer, which is usually kind of a slower season. I don't know if it's really like slower, but maybe we're selling more of the low ASP items, which makes it seem slower. I think we just need to get through the next couple months and hopefully, I don't think the economy is going to be fixed, but I'm hoping that people are getting into their fall and winter spending routines. But yeah, that's it. That's what I'm doing. That's how I strummed up these sales. I hope these help you out. I'd love to hear what are some of your like surprising sales? What are some brands that you're looking for or that you're selling right now? What's your take? What do you have that you can input into this What Sold video? Because I would love to hear what's working for you. Have you done anything to like strum up sales? Drop it down below. Let's share and grow together. All right, I'm out of here. I've been talking way too much and I am wishing you guys many sales. I'll see you next time and bye.